So let's see. So here's another question from WeChat. During 2019 and 2020, BCH was slow to produce blocks. Sometimes it took hours to generate a new block. When can ABC fix this?
Okay, I can go on that again. There are various ideas on how to fix this. The problem is that this is one problem, and there is like 20 different others, and there are not that many people, and so all those stuff end up being solved very slowly, just because we don't have that many hands. And a second aspect of that is that I'm not sure the Chinese community is very well aware of that, but in the Western community, we've been having like a sub-portion of the community that is extremely, extremely belligerent, and that have been fighting any kind of change. Actually, I got I got feedback from someone yesterday that is building on the chain. That is very frustrated about that, because all the change that needs to happen, they require from us way more effort than, just doing the change just because, like, whatever we do, we have a portion of people that just want to start a revolution about it. And that has happened with every single stuff that we've introduced to BCH, even the ones that are completely uncontroversial now and that have absolutely proven their value, like check data sig. There are some people that want to cause controversy because they benefit from the controversy, and that is slowing us down quite a bit.
Yeah, so the question, I guess, is about, like, I mean, part of the question is, or part of the problem is essentially because we're such a small minority of the SHA-256 hash power. So it's, in a way, it's, as the price fluctuates up and down, miners will switch back and forth between BTC and BCH to mine whichever is more profitable in that instant. And as more miners switch, it actually makes it's sort of like a self-reinforcing problem that gets worse. So yeah, there are ways that it could maybe be improved, and yeah, I think that's part of, like, one of the things we'd like to work on. So to kind of answer the person's question, that is an issue that we're aware of, and hopefully can figure out ways to work on it, but it takes a lot of time and effort. And there's a lot of the issue with that one is that it's sort of, there's a lot of interacting parts to it. Like, if you improve it on one metric, you can maybe worsen other things. So you have to be very careful and study it carefully and engineer a good solution.
Yeah, so maybe I talked a bit why this is taking so much time getting fixed, but maybe I can talk about what are the possible solutions. And first, we can improve the difficulty adjustment algorithm, but like Antony mentioned, there is inherent trade-off here. And because we are a small portion of the SHA-256 hash rate, those trade-offs are not going to be excellent no matter what. So we can make things better on one metric, making them worse on another metric, and all over choose something that perform better than what we have. But it's always a trade-off, and we cannot make something great on that front, really. And there are options that are a bit more complicated and I think more promising, such as there are essentially two avenues. One is real-time difficulty adjustment. So this is something that some people have been working on recently, where essentially you fluctuate the difficulty based on the time since no block have been found. So if there is like 1 hour without a block, finding the next block is going to be easier. This is an idea that has been around for a very long time. And the main problem with that idea is that not everybody has the same clock, right? Like there is, and things take time to propagate over the network. And so not everybody is going to receive the block at the same time. So not everybody is going to agree make the same conclusion about the new block. So now you need a mechanism to reconciliate those differences. And this is something Avalanche, for instance, can do, but while we don't have Avalanche, then we cannot use Avalanche, obviously, and so we cannot deploy this kind of tech. Another area of exploration is what is called bounded mining. And the idea is that a miner is not just rewarded for each block that they found, but what is taken into account as well is how much steady hash they put on the chain. And so, yeah, so with this kind of mechanism, then miners that are putting steady hash on the chain are incentivized, and miners that are switch mining are de-incentivized, which reduce switch mining and reduce this kind of oscillations. So that's another area of exploration. But because there is so much to explore and so little resources, it's just taking forever. But yeah, I'm the first to be frustrated by that. Like, I understand people's frustration because I share it.